And good afternoon, everybody, or bonjour, I should say, as we are here in France for some international racing here. Race number 16 of Season 8 of the NNSCRA Snickers Cup Series. Oreo and Mobile Series took a week off because we had to come over here across the pond to France for some good old road course racing. This track has always brought about good racing, and we always seem to come away with a surprise winner, and amazingly enough, this particular track, for some reason, always seems to play a big factor into the chase for the championship as well. And here today, especially with the new points format that we've got, we are going to have that same thing happen once again. Jacob Lawler, already been to victory lane, won a couple weeks ago at another international, well, not international, well, yeah, it was international. It was in Canada, a road course. He ended up winning at Trois-Rivières, dominated that race, starts on the pole for today's race at Champs-Élysées. Could we see the defending Snickers Cup Series champion pick up his second win of the season and automatically guarantee him spot in this season's chase for the championship? We'll find out. Alongside of him is going to be Megan Atkins in the 33, trying to become the third driver from Michael Norman Motorsports to go to victory lane this season. John Cittadino, already been to victory lane. That was last week at Rockingham. Yeah, I couldn't think of what it was called. I was wanting to say Kansas. He won at Rockingham, North Carolina. He may have clinched himself a spot in the chase for the championship. Who knows? As he lines up in third here today, trying to become a back-to-back winner and pick up a spot in the chase guaranteed. Alongside of him, Jessica Shelton, who ended up starting on the pole last week at Rockingham, came away with a fifth-place finish and looking for another great run here today at Champs-Élysées. Already won this season at Talladega. Brandon Gonzalez trying to pick up Mitsubishi Lancer's first win ever since debuting in Snickers Cup Series competition. Rolls off from 5th. And 6th place, I believe, is Zachary Fitzwater, who's trying to sweep all three of the Heavy Metal Motorsports cars going to victory lane. Nathan Hudson already has, and so too has Levi McIntyre. Let's get these cars rolling off, though, because it's going to take them a little bit of time to get around this road course. And we'll show you on the top of your screen your starting lineup. We got an interesting kind of trend going on here. I don't know if you've been following the Snickers Cup Series, but if you have, in the past 3 weeks, we have had 3 former champions in the Snickers Cup Series go to victory lane. It started at M&M Super Speedway. Sean Henley, the Season 4 Snickers Cup Series champ, going to victory lane. The following week, Trois-Rivières, Jacob Lawler went to victory lane. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Actually, it was Lawler first at Trois-Rivières. I apologize. Lawler at Trois-Rivières goes to victory lane. He is the defending champion. The following week at M&M Super Speedway was when Season 4 Snickers Cup Series champion Sean Henley went to victory lane. And then last week, the Season 5 champion John Cittadino went to victory lane. If we keep this trend going, that would have to mean that either Dougie Shears, the Season 1 champion, or Charles Jackson, the Season 6 champion, have to go to victory lane here today at Champs-Élysées. Will we have the streak continue? Who knows? Jackson starting up there, I believe, in the 8th position, so we're going to have to see if that trend continues. If so, that'd be absolutely unbelievable. The points coming into this race, very important. Sean Galligan has been very consistent in the last couple of weeks. Right now, he has a 19-point advantage over second in points Trent Dunham. Those are the only two still so far that have locked themselves up spots in this season's chase for the championship. Ralph Mason is third in points, James McLeod fourth. Both of them still have yet to go to victory lane. Henley is fifth in points, and the rest of the top 10 in points are all non-winners this season. Harrison Langford, who's actually the defending race winner of this event. Anthony McCurry, Ashley LaPlante, Charles Sanford, and Danny Wells. That's the top 10 in points. Charles Jackson, he's 11th in points. Jessica Shelton is 12th. John Cittadino, last week's winner, 13th. Cole Daly, 14th. And Zachary Fitzwater is 15th in the standings coming into today's event. So a big opportunity here for a lot of drivers who haven't been to victory lane yet to go to victory lane here today. Harrison Langford, as I said, he is the defending race winner of this event. No wins this season. Ralph Mason and Anthony McCurry, well-known road course racers. They're in this event, but no wins. And, of course, Charles Jackson, as I said, with the way the trend's going on here with defending champions from the Snickers Cup Series going to victory lane in back-to-back-to-back weeks, could be an opportunity for him here today. As we're going to jump to our helicopter view, we'll be using this helicopter view in this portion of the racetrack all race long because there's no camera angles that go past the grandstands down this long straightaway into the final right-hander, which is almost like a 180-degree turn, very similar to the final turn of Infineon, except it's a little bit wider and not nearly as treacherous. Pace car is going to make the turn onto pit road. We'll now jump back to our TV1 camera as Jacob Lawler and Megan Atkins get ready to turn us loose. 27 laps of racing here at Champs-Élysées. We are green. That did not sound like a French accent. Oh, they're already wadding up coming into this corner here. They're 3 wide coming into this corner. Citadino forces the issue. Contact between teammates Megan Atkins and Jessica Shelton, but they do settle it out. And there's trouble! Charles Jackson and Nathan Hudson have gotten turned around there. They were up near the front of the field. Nathan Hudson, former winner this season. Charles Jackson trying to go to victory lane for the first time this season. Is that enough for a caution flag? I don't know. It is a caution. There is Charles Jackson's machine. If I'm not mistaken, I believe last season he got taken out in this race early too. So I was hoping Lightning was going to strike in his favor with the fact of the trend of former champions we've had going to victory lane the past 3 weeks. But apparently Lightning striking twice in the bad way. And Charles Jackson's day is going to end very early. As Lawler trying to hold off John Citadino. They head to the corner where we have to go to our helicopter view to watch this battle into the final corner, coming to our first caution. Here comes Fitzwater for second off of Citadino. 3 wide behind them. Gonzalez, Atkins, and Michael Norman up into the fence. Squeeze Brandon Gonzalez, and they've spun around. As they come to the stripe, oh man, that was close between Fitzwater and Lawler. And who got it? It was Lawler, they're saying. I'm not rightly sure if they're correct in that. No, it wasn't Lawler, it was Fitzwater. Okay. I was on Lawler, that's what it was. I thought I was on Fitzwater's car. So caution out for the first time today. Charles Jackson still trying to make his way to pit road. Ashley LaPlante's also on pit road. And there's Michael Norman way back here now because he and Brandon Gonzalez got together. I don't know where the 23 currently is. There he is. He was able to get away from the wreck quicker than Michael Norman was. And I don't know how bad the damage is on Ashley LaPlante. Why is she on pit road? Well, she's there. I don't know if something happened to her or not. But Charles Jackson coming to pit road as well. See if they can get that car repaired, because he's got to get out there, salvage what he can, stay in the points. No, he is out of the race. And I think Ashley may have actually had to teleport to pit road. She's 42nd. I don't know, she's coming off pit road, and she's going to get out. Still on the lead lap, I think. Zachary Fitzwater's the leader under caution, though. Let's jump back to the replay of what happened. Looks like maybe it had 2 incidents on the first lap. Here's a look at what happened to Charles Jackson. Started up in the 8th position. He just gets into the dirt there. That causes the car to get a little squirrely. He comes back on track. He kind of bumped Trent Dunham into Nathan Hudson, and then Dunham bounced back into Charles Jackson. And then Nathan Hudson's just going to get clipped and collected. Hudson is... yeah, he does nose it a bit into the safer barrier. Oh, Tanner Sullivan. Oh, wow. He got a hard hit there, too, did the 20. And right there, that's why Ashley LaPlante came to pit road. She got contact with the 54. Car sliding this way and that. How she stopped it from spinning, I don't know. And then everybody having to woe up for Charles Jackson to get his car righted. Ralph Mason loses a lot of track position as a result. But Tanner Sullivan got an awful hard lick into that safer barrier as well. Let's take a look at the Brandon Gonzalez-Michael Norman incident coming out of the final corner. And this ended up costing our Auto Club winner, Michael Norman, as well, as far as track position. Megan Atkinson made it 3 wide. Norman just slid up into Gonzalez. They kind of ran out of racing room, and Norman just slides down there. I don't think either of them end up hitting anything. They both try to get their cars righted. Gonzalez was able to actually get through and maintain some track position. Norman, however, was not. And I don't know if maybe Norman gets hit again or what happens. Oh, right there. Yep, he gets sideswiped by the 9 of Makoto Iguchi. So that's why Norman was so far back. He then gets hit while trying to get going. And then Ian Dutta... oh, Dutta avoids. Jake Rogers avoids. Yeah, it was just Norman was slow getting restarted because he ended up having his momentum all killed when he got sideswiped by the 9. So, caution is out. Let's head back for the green flag, see if anybody decided to make pit stops. And indeed, the leaders Zachary Fitzwater and Jacob Lawler did come to pit road. John Cittadino, though, decided to stay out. He will restart as the leader. Megan Atkins will be second. Third, Kyle Corbett. Sean Galligan now fourth. Fifth is Sean Henley. Sixth, Bob Jones. Seventh will be Noah Hart. Eighth place will be Alex May. Ninth place will be William Duncan. And Nathan Hudson will line up in 10th with Ralph Mason 11th and 12th Ashley LaPlante. Zachary Fitzwater will start back in 13th with the rest of the drivers that did come to pit road as John Cittadino gets ready to put us back under green. I messed up on switching us to the right camera. Green flag back out. We're back underway at Champs-Élysées. Megan Atkins trying to get the run to the inside line. Not really considered a road course racer is Megan. Oh, Cittadino, Corbett, they all keep it together as they're almost 3 wide for the lead. Galligan tried to make it a 3-man fight, or actually 2-man, 1-woman fight. But Megan Atkins is going to hold tough, and she is going to take the top position. Battle now on for second place between Sean Galligan, the points leader, and last week's winner, John Cittadino. Whoa, Nathan Hudson just got turned by Ralph Mason. And look out, look out, look out. Everybody avoids. Is that a caution? Oh, Dougie Shears is smoking. Something happened to the 21, and the caution's out. Trent Dunham is on pit road. Isaac Canepa, the 2 Sega Motorsports cars. Ian Dutta is also on the pit lane. So something else must have happened. And Megan Atkins is the leader right now. Galligan in second, then it's Cittadino, then a battle for fourth between Corbett and Henley. Oh, don't squeeze each other, guys. You saw what happened with Norman and Gonzalez earlier. And they will race it cleanly to the stripe. So Megan Atkins is going to be the leader under our second caution. That didn't take long at all. Trent Dunham, Isaac Canepa on pit road. Ashley LaPlante has been turned off of the racing surface. Trying to get that car back on track. Dougie Shears is smoking. There you see him. And Ian Dutta's on pit road. Cody Lamas now hitting the pit lane. And the 2 drivers from Sega Motorsports are also on the pit lane. And that's Isaac Canepa and second in points, Trent Dunham. So the caution flag is out. Megan Atkins is the leader. Let's jump back, take a look at a replay of what happened. Well, we know that Ashley LaPlante had gotten damage from Charles Jackson under that first caution. Apparently, she just was wadding everybody up behind her. And something was just going to have to give, and apparently it does. Trent Dunham gets into Ashley, turns her up into Zachary Fitzwater. Then Trent gets turned up in front of Joshua Michaels. Harrison Langford's going to get a piece. James McLeod's going to get a piece. And where's the 8 of Isaac Canepa? He's going to come into this somewhere. Oh, Jake Rogers gets a tiny piece of it. There's Dougie Shears. That's why he was smoking. Ian Dutta right there. There's Cody Lamas collected. And then here comes Isaac Canepa straight into the driver's side door of his teammate. McCrory going to get some of this piece of this incident as well. Man, Trent's been having a tough couple of weeks. Car comes down to rest on all 4 wheels. And then the caution had already come out for this. Up ahead, you're going to see Ralph Mason get into the 84 of Nathan Hudson. Now, Hudson had already gotten turned when he was clipped by Charles Jackson under the first caution. And now he's going to get turned again right there. Ralph going to get into his right rear, turns him down into the inside safer barrier. It's the second time that 84 has nosed itself into a safer barrier today. And then everybody just barely going to be able to avoid. I thought that Dougie Shears was collected in this, but no, he was the one that nailed Trent Dunham. That's why he was smoking. Everybody, though, able to avoid the 84. Look here, as you see, that's, I believe, Ashley LaPlante, Joshua Collard. They're all down the inside line. They have to make an evasive turn to the left in order to avoid the Sailor Moon Ford of Nathan Hudson, but they're all able to get past him. So the initial caution coming out for a number of drivers wrecking over in one of the faster parts of the racetrack. Trent Dunham, Isaac Canepa, Dougie Shears, and a whole host of others involved as the caution flag waves for the second time here today at Champs-Élysées. Let's see if anybody does any kind of pit strategy under this caution. Getting ready to go back to green. Everybody came down pit road this time by. And so you have to assume, at least for now, the fuel window is basically equal for everyone. But Megan Atkins' team were able to get her off pit road first. She'll be the leader. Second place will be Sean Galligan. Cittadino third. Henley fourth. And Bob Jones is now fifth. Sixth, Kyle Corbett. Seventh is Alex May. Jessica Shelton is in sixth, I believe. Seventh is Ralph Mason. Eighth, Noah Hart. Ninth, William Duncan. And 10th is James Qualls. They do not update the scoring monitor until they get to the start-finish line. So that's one thing about this particular track that kind of puzzles me, is who's actually running where. We aren't going to know that until they cross the stripe, because they actually pitted on this last lap. So the numbers are all shuffled up. But anyway, at least you know they're running up at the front of the field. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. By the way, drivers out of the race are Isaac Canepa, Trent Dunham, Ian Dutta, Dougie Shears. Danny Wells is out of the race for some reason. We'll look back, see if we can find out why that happened. And Charles Jackson is also retired as they're 3 wide for the lead again. Cittadino, Galligan, and Atkins, shades of the last restart. And this time it's Cittadino who's going to get the upper hand as he'll go to the point. Cittadino trying to go to victory lane for the second straight week. Sean Galligan right behind him trying to go to victory lane for the third time this season. Megan Atkins, who hasn't been to victory lane since Talladega of Season 7. Her teammate Bob Jones having a great run there as well in the 27. Bob's 28th in points. He hasn't been to victory lane since Season 7 either. He won back at Derek Motodome. That's his only Snickers Cup Series win of his career. And he's trying to get underneath teammate Megan Atkins for the third position. Now here he comes. Is he going to get enough of a run, though? I don't know. Hopefully we're under what's going to be a bit of a green flag run, as the battle now rages for second. Galligan and Atkins. Corbett now moving underneath of Bob Jones. That's for fourth, and now he's looking for third underneath Atkins, and he's going to get it. Are we still green? Nope, we're under caution. So Cittadino will lead under yellow. And this one, well, Cody Lamas has got damage. Oh, there's more cars. Look out. Koto Gucci, Ashley LaPlante way off the pace. And it looks like it was with the 48. A lot of hood damage on that Lowe's Chevy Camaro. Cody just having a struggling season. Comes in 39th in points. Having a worse season than, or having a better season than Megan Atkins, Isaac Canepa, but man. And so Cittadino will be the leader under our third caution of the day. We are going to jump way back, try and find out what happened first to Danny Wells to take him out of this race, because I didn't even see Danny get involved, and then we'll see what happened to Cody Lamas. Well, this was all the way back on the first incident of the day, on the very first lap. Danny Wells and James McLeod got good runs going into the corner, but Danny not able to slow down, run straight into the back of his teammate Dylan Poteet, who then gets into Anthony McCurry, and then McCurry's car goes up on the hood of Isaac Canepa. Now, this all went on just before Charles Jackson and Nathan Hudson are going to get into it up ahead. And that hood damage was enough to take Danny Wells out of the race. So he overdrove the first corner on the first lap, and that's what took the 4 car out of this race. So we had a bit of a pile up in the back. There you see Cody Lamas caught in the grass there in the dirt. Then you're going to see Dougie Shears getting turned around there, and then Charles Jackson, Nathan Hudson will be on your right. That was that first incident. There you see, oh, Henley was the one that actually turned Tanner Sullivan into the wall. We're kind of having some hindsight here. But that's why Danny Wells was out of the race, because he just overdrove the corner and rammed right into the back of his teammate Dylan Poteet. So that's why Danny's out. Now let's find out what happened to Cody Lamas to actually put us under this most recent caution. And Cody Lamas was running way at the back of the pack here, with a number of other damaged machines, including Anthony McCurry and Nathan Hudson. And Hudson is going to be the one that actually is going to turn Cody Lamas right here. Gets him in the left rear, turns him up into the wall. Now Cody's going to try and save it. The car's sliding, he tries to save it, but Hudson still is into him and completes the turning. Hudson himself also gets collected. And the two of them are up there against the outside wall in the faster chutes of this racetrack. Oh, wow, Makoto Gucci almost getting into that as well. But that was enough to bring out our third caution of the day. Let's head back to green once more. Getting ready to go back green. According to our scoring monitor, the top 10 coming to green is John Cittadino, Kyle Corbett, Bob Jones, Sean Henley, Sean Galligan, Jessica Shelton, Ralph Mason, Alex May, William Duncan, and Megan Atkins. I'm going to take its word for it because I don't want to have to go back and shuffle through this field while they're racing like crazy up here for the lead 3 wide. Sean Henley making the move this time, but not able to get enough of a run out of the corner to get to the front. Cittadino will hold the lead. Corbett into second. Henley in third, and now Shelton was able to get a good restart. She's now up in fourth, and now she turns Sean Henley down into Bob Jones. And this could be a big wad up. Yep, there they go. Oh my goodness. It's a parking lot. Lawler, Balkowitz, Mason. Oh my goodness. That was death. I think Megan Atkins is involved, and they're all wadded up here. Oh boy. That did not need to happen. Mason's day is over. Battle on for the lead, though. Corbett trying to get to the inside of Cittadino. That just made my heart sink. A lot of drivers with great racing going on, and a pile up in one of the chutes. And Corbett is going to get by Cittadino, who gets the wall there, goes way wide, and Corbett's going to lead us under our fourth caution. This undoubtedly going to be the biggest one of the day. There's Ralph Mason's machine, crunched. James McLeod's day, over. That's third and fourth in points, folks. Bob Jones, who's been having such a great day, he's involved. Lawler is in it. Oh, and there's someone else spinning. Qualls is smoking. Hudson, Volkowitz. Who else? Chris Washer. Dylan Poteet's hood completely crunched. Megan Atkins was collected. Alex May is involved. He was up in the top 10. There's Henley. And the caution flag's out again. Corbett the leader under this one. Well, let's look back, see what happened. This was a battle for, I think, the 5th position that just went south in a deep, deep hurry. And here's a look at it. We're going to jump to this camera angle, see if it gives us a better view. Shelton got a good run on Henley coming into the faster portion of this racetrack. But right there, she's going to hook him in the left rear. Henley gets turned into the safer barrier, and unfortunately his car got to shoot back into traffic. Bob Jones, nowhere to go. He gets collected both by the 57 and the 94. And then it's just on. There you see 57 covering the high line, 94 covering the low line, Bob Jones covering the middle. Everybody just pick a line and hope it works. Alex May straight into it, into the back of the 94 of Shelton. Ralph Mason going to hit into the back of the 27. Kyle Matthews going to get collected. There's Balkowitz into it. Chris Washer, he's going to get plowing into this in some point. I think he may end up hitting the Ralph Mason machine. Dylan Young, William Duncan, Cole Daly, everybody that was way down the inside line was able to get through. Collard gets collected. He gets jacked up by McLeod. Tanner Sullivan's going to get involved. There you see Poteet's Mountain Dew Chevy. I think Makoto Gucci gets through it. Qualls, he's going to run in the back of Joshua Michaels. There's Chris Washer's car. I know for certain he ran into Ralph Mason. And then everybody else, fortunately, I guess, was able to slow up in time to avoid. But we had something else happen all the way back up in the final corner with James Qualls. Let's take a look and see what that was. And this one seems to come down to miscommunication. James Qualls was not coming to pit road. Chris Washer, however, who had his front all mangled up, was. Qualls decides to pass him on the high line. Washer wants to come to pit road. He's going to then clip the 70 in the right rear, turns him down. That, I believe, is Jake Rogers, who he makes contact with. Rogers going to pancake the passenger side of his machine. And then Qualls is going to go sliding up in the final corner at full speed and noses it straight into that safer barrier. That is not an easy hit. And so James Qualls, who had stayed out of trouble all day, the Chevy Camaro out of ML Racing, his day looks like it is over as well. We're going to have only a handful of cars. This is looking so much like our Kentucky Racing Last of Us Light series, isn't it? All these wrecks, lots of drivers involved, and it looks like it's going to come down to a race of survival. But that's what puts us under the caution. First that big wreck, and then James Qualls. Communication issues, and he goes sliding in that final corner full speed and noses it straight into the wall. Yellow flag out. Let's go back to green. We're not even yet to the halfway point. We'll get ready to go back to green flag race on lap 13 of 27. Joshua Balkowitz is now your leader after pit stops shuffle everything around. Lawler's second, Matthews third, fourth Cold Alley, fifth Kyle Corbett, Dylan Young sixth, John Sedino seventh, eighth Tanner Sullivan, ninth Levi McIntyre, and Joshua Michaels completes the top 10, I believe. Who knows? I could be wrong. As the green flag's back out. Come on, guys. Let's try and get some kind of a run going here, where we're not always under caution. 4 wide for the lead, and 3 of them are teammates. Dylan Young just got kicked way wide. So did Balkowitz, but Lawler, Daly, and Matthews made it 4 wide with Balkowitz for that lead, and Cole Daly's going to emerge as the leader. Last time we were at our survival track was Thornton. Cole Daly ended up picking up the win. And are we under caution? No, we're good. And oh boy, Balkowitz lost a lot of ground after that. Henley is scraping the wall. Gotta wonder if Henley gets up to Jessica Shelton, if there could be something going on there, because Shelton just flat out took Henley out on that last caution. But right now, it is Hendrick Daly Motorsports 1-2, but maybe not for long. Here comes Kyle Corbett to the bottom on the 24. And look who's worked his way up to the 5th position. How about Levi McIntyre? Great run here today for that 60 machine out of Heavy Metal Motorsports. Last time we saw him have a good run like this, I think, was all the way back at Rockingham, UK when he took the win. It's been a long time since we've seen that 60 car having success. So we'll jump back to TV camera number 2. Noah Hart, the highest run of the Audis right now. Great run for the Kyotech 81. A 19th in points, too. And Dylan Young, coming to his inside, is 17th in points. These two could really use runs like this, and they're getting them right now. There's Joshua Michaels back there. He's got a road course win this season at Infineon, as they have him scored right now in the 8th position. Anthony McCurry now taking 9th away from Sean Galligan. He's having a great run as Anthony, and he's been involved in his fair share of wrecks today. And Galligan now slips back to 10th, but with Trent Dunham currently out of the race, this is a great opportunity for Sean Galligan to continue to grow his points lead. As a matter of fact, 2nd through 4th are out of the race. Ralph Mason and James McLeod going to the garage area after our latest caution. So, big opportunity for Sean Galligan to grow his points lead. Back up to the front here. Cole Daly continues to lead. 3-car fight for the 2nd position right now, going on between Kyle Corbett, John Sedino, and Kyle Matthews. Toyota's been having a very struggling season with the 2-car team of Gibbs Waltrip Mayonnaise Racing. If Corbett could win here today, that'd be huge for that 2-car Toyota team. Sedino all over his back bumper, looking for that spot though, and looks like maybe we're going to settle into a bit of a green flag run as the bump and run is on the 56, courtesy of John Sedino. Can Sedino complete the pass though? He's still to the inside of the 56. He's just got to get the run here through this corner. And he will clear Corbett, move Sedino up to 2nd. Now the battle is on for 3rd. Kyle Matthews coming alongside of Kyle Corbett. Takes it a little wide through this corner, though. Corbett may have the advantage on him coming out of the corner. He may have the advantage definitely on him into this turn. And Dylan Young now has moved himself up into the 5th position. Dylan Young hasn't been to victory lane since last season. He'd love to make his way into the chase. As a matter of fact, I was looking back through the record books. Dylan Young has been in this series, I think this is going to be his 6th season. This may be his 7th, I don't remember exactly. But he has never made a Snickers Cup Series chase. The best he's had was an 11th place finish, which was the highest running spot outside of the chase. Dylan Young trying to make his first ever chase, and he could do it today with a victory if he can get to the front. Noah Hart, Levi McIntyre in a tight battle for the 6th position. Teammates Joshua Michaels and Sean Galligan battling for 8th. Let's find some other notable mentions here. How about Brandon Gonzalez? We saw him get involved with somebody. Who was it? Somebody turned with him. Michael Norman, that's who it was. On the first lap in the final corner. He's having a great run right now in 11th, still trying to get Mitsubishi their first ever win since debuting in NNSCRA Snickers Cup Series competition, and he's got a rear decklet full of James Silverfox, who now comes to the bottom. Silverfox having a great run. That's 3 of the Audis having good runs today out of Kyotech Racing. Actually, another one back here not doing so bad, 15th place, that's rookie Tanner Sullivan. Ahead of him is a couple of Fords. William Duncan currently running in 13th place, so both the young Duncan Motorsports cars running well, and Zachary Fitzwater in the 76, the rookie points leader, currently running in the 16th position. There's Charles Sanford. Now Sanford's got a big opportunity here with the fact that James McLeod and Ralph Mason are out of the race, and also some struggles on the part of Ashley LaPlante. This is a big opportunity for Sanford to move himself up through the point standings here, as he's trying to make the chase for the 2nd straight season. There's Megan Atkins. She was up battling for the lead, but she's now mired way back in traffic, now currently scored in the 16th position. Harrison Langford, there's the defending race winner of this event. He picked up his 2nd win of the season last year when he beat out his teammate, then Joshua Collard, when the two of them drove the 43 and the 45 for Richard Petty Motorsports. Teammate Makoto Iguchi, the Daytona 500 winner, back here as well. Also Jake Rogers, so a number of the Rogers V8 Performance Motorsports cars running very well right now. There's Joshua Collard, who ended up finishing runner-up here last time out, last season. Jessica Shelton there in 23rd, and Sean Henley trying to catch that 94 in 24th place right now. Michael Norman is currently scored in 19th. Now, he may have actually just pitted. There's Lawler. He's damaged and off the pace. So is Balkowitz. So is Ashley LaPlante. And the caution's out. As Cittadino is going to battle Cole Daly coming down into the line. He's going to clear him. Cittadino made the move there, coming to the caution flag. He's going to be the leader under our 4th caution of the day. And I wonder if maybe it was Michael Norman that brought out that caution, because he scored in 19th, but he's a long ways back. I think Norman could have been the reason for that yellow. How he's the reason for the yellow, I'm not certain. But the caution flag is out, and we may have a shootout to finish out this race. Who knows? But let's find out what put us under the caution. I believe it was the 3 car, though. Well, I thought I saw some smoke lingering in the turn 1 area, and I actually did, but I didn't realize that it was Michael Norman that the smoke was there for. Coming here into the first corner, Makoto Iguchi going to overdrive this corner as she tries to get a run here on Michael Norman. She's going to get Norman right there in the left rear. So I apologize, I just had a burp. And Norman's car slides there out of the turn 1 area. That was a fortunate caution for Michael Norman, because quite honestly, it was at the rear of the field, and really shouldn't have brought a caution flag out, but it did. So, fortunate thing there for Michael Norman is he's going to get a caution, have an opportunity to maybe pick up some spots here late in the race. We're under yellow, though, and John Cittadino is the current leader. Let's find out how many laps we're going to have left to finish out today's race. So we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing. John Cittadino is the leader, Cole Daly 2nd, Kyle Matthews 3rd, Dylan Young is now 4th, 5th place will be Kyle Corbett, the top 10, Noah Hart, Levi McIntyre, Joshua Michaels, Sean Galligan, and Anthony McCurry is now cracked the top 10, as we're back green here at Champs-Élysées. And it's a total of 8 laps to go when they just hit the stripe. Let's see if we're actually going to finish this thing under green, or if this thing's going to end under yellow. We've had a number of cautions during the course of the day. It's turned into more of a survival race than anything, but a number of these drivers up at the front have been able to make their way through wrecks, been able to stay out of trouble, and now they got a shot at winning this thing. A couple of these are former winners. Cittadino won last week. Cole Daly won at Thornton. But Kyle Matthews, Dylan Young, and Noah Hart have yet to go to victory lane this season, and they're in the top 5. Cittadino continuing to lead the way here. Cittadino, well-known road course racer. Cole Daly won at a road course already this season at Thornton. And here comes Dylan Young making a charge to the inside for 3rd place off of Kyle Matthews. That would be for 3rd position. As we'll move to our helicopter view, and Cole Daly's all over the back bumper of John Cittadino. Whoa! Getting a little close there is Cole. And now he'll use the bump and run here coming into the final turn. to try and take the lead. Look at Dylan Young, a huge run as he's going to try going for the lead. Can't do it. Instead, it's going to be left to battle for second place, and the caution is out again. Now, this may have come out early enough for us actually to be able to get back to green. I don't know. Oh, and Jake Rogers, who had been staying out of trouble all day long, he is involved in a wreck. Man, the Pepsi Max Ford pretty banged up. Guess he's going to pull into his pit stall. And that may be all she wrote for the 19. Nope, they're going to try and get that back out. Jacob Lawler also with a lot of damage, but he's been damaged for quite a bit of this race. So I don't know if he maybe got into the 19 or if the 19 was involved in something by himself. But right now, the top 5 is Cole Daly, John Cittadino, Dylan Young, Kyle Matthews, and Noah Hart, as we'll look back at a replay of what could be, hopefully, our final caution of the day. Well, I didn't even see it. I was so concentrated on the battle up at the front. This wreck actually happened coming to the green to start this race back up. Jake Rogers gets caught behind the slower, damaged machine of Ashley LaPlante. He's trying to find a way by. He tried low. Now he's going to try high. And I believe Sean Henley's going to already be there. And he gets turned up into Jessica Shelton. Interesting that Henley turns the 19 up into the 94. If you remember earlier, Jessica Shelton turned Sean Henley around in a battle for 4th place. So I don't know if that was a bit of payback on the part of Henley or not, but it seems interesting that the car he turned went up into a car that had turned him. I'm not trying to start anything here, but it just seems awfully ironic. Maybe it was just a racing incident, I don't know. But whatever the case, it did put us under the caution here once again. Tough break there for Jake, but it looks like he'll be able to continue and possibly stay on the lead lap as we'll head back, see how many laps we're going to have left to go, because I believe we will at least get back to green at least one more time. Well, if necessary, we will get back green a second time if the caution immediately comes out, but we're hoping that's not going to be the case. Cole Daly, John Cittadino, Dylan Young, Kyle Matthews, and Noah Hart get us back underway on lap 23 of 27. A total of 5 laps to go. Dylan Young going for second place off of John Cittadino. Now going to try and get the run off this corner to get by Cole Daly. Can't do it. Daly holds on to the position. There's a good tussle going on back here between a number of former winners. Levi McIntyre, Sean Galligan, Joshua Michaels, John Cittadino as Kyle Matthews begins to exit the front of the field. He got moved into quite a position. He had to kind of bail out of the throttle. So Cole Daly gets away, looking for his second win of the season. Dylan Young into second, Noah Hart into third, as now Kyle Matthews starts to work his way back. He'll go to the bottom 3 wide on Galligan and McIntyre, but not going to be able to make the move on the 44 this time. Charles Samper has all of a sudden jumped up here. He's currently scored in the 10th position, and his teammate Brandon Gonzalez is up here as well, trying to get by Anthony McCurry. McCurry's 12th, and Gonzalez is 13th. There's Makoto Gucci, currently 14th place. As we move up here to the front, I believe they're actually almost about to come out from behind the grandstand, so we don't really need to jump to helicopter view this time. And Dylan Young closes the gap up a little bit that time. Is the caution out? No, it's not. We are still green. I think if they make it around to the start-finish line one more time, then the race would end under caution, with the caution coming out any point after that. But if we do have a caution on this lap, then we may get a one-lap shootout on a restart to finish out this race. Right now, it is Cole Daly, Dylan Young in second. 3rd place, Noah Hart. 4th, John Cittadino, and 5th place now is Levi McIntyre. Oh, Sean Galligan almost turned him. He did turn him, but McIntyre's trying to save it. Hang on, we're Levi. That's going to kill Levi's momentum, but he hangs on to her. What a save. That's almost reminiscent of the save Dougie Shears put on at Rockingham last week. But Levi McIntyre is going to lose track position as a result. He just fell outside of the top 10, I believe. Sanford just took the 10th position away. That could have been a lot worse, though. Man, oh man. Cole Daly leading. Look at Dylan Young drive it super hard into the corner. Wow, he got a nice run through the middle of the corner, too. But Cole Daly took away his racing line, and he'll still hold on to the top spot. We're still green. So let's see, 3 laps to go. Can we finish this thing under the green flag? Dylan Young getting into Cole Daly. Oh no! Oh, buddy! Wow! This is getting good, really good. Cole Daly, what a save as Dylan Young tried turning him for the lead. Daly gonna keep the top position still. Cole Daly may need some huggies after that, and I think Dylan Young will be happy to oblige. Oh my goodness, Noah Hart now utilizes that as an opportunity to get up here, make it a 3-man fight for the win. Oh, look at Citadino, Galligan, Matthews, they're coming back to the front as Dylan Young tries to clear Cole Daly this time, and he does. New leader is the 2. So now it's Dylan Young, Cole Daly, Noah Hart now looking for second place underneath of Cole Daly. Can't make the move this time, now may try in this turn. Here he comes, slides the 88 up the hill. He's going to go for second place. And here comes Citadino, bringing Galligan along with him and Kyle Matthews. This thing ain't over by a long shot. They're racing tooth and nail up here at the front of the field. There'll be 2 to go when they hit the stripe. Bump and run by Cole Daly. Not good enough to get to the inside, but Noah Hart's going to try it. Here comes Noah to the bottom. Can Audi go to victory lane for the first time this season? Noah Hart has been the Audi that has gotten it done for the past 2 seasons. He put Audi in victory lane in their debut race at Darlington in Season 6. He also picked up a win in Season 7 along with teammate Anthony McCrory. In the past 2 seasons since debuting Audi, Noah Hart has had at least 1 victory. Can he pick one up here today? He's back in 3rd, but it's Dylan Young, Cole Daly, then Noah Hart, Sean Galligan, and John Citadino in the 5th position. 6th place Matthews, 7th place now is Sanford, 8th place Megan Atkins. Where has she come from? McIntyre, after that tremendous save, is now back in 9th, and 10th place is Joshua Michaels. Battle on for 11th between Duncan, McCrory, Corbett. All these guys have done a great job of surviving today, and they're putting on a great show here at the end of this event. As here we go, the battle's on for the lead again as Ashley LaPlante sits on pit road. Cole Daly looking for the lead underneath of Dylan Young. Noah Hart on the high side, Sean Galligan on the low side. That's for 3rd. Coming around this time, white flag. Please don't let there be a caution. Please don't let this thing end under yellow. Oh, Dylan Young trying to get the run here. Here comes Galligan, 3 wide for the top position. Please no yellow flag. Are we still green? White flag is in the air. No yellow. We're going to race to the checkered flag regardless of whether the caution comes out or not. Dylan Young dive bombs it into turn number 1. Galligan makes a 3 wide, moving through the middle. Here's Noah Hart coming to the bottom. Cole Daly bounces off the 44 as Dylan Young has gotten around him, and he goes back to the point. And now Dylan Young's going to have to hold off the points leader, Sean Galligan, who would love to pick up his 3rd win of the season. Dylan Young was a 2-time winner last season, won in Indianapolis and the season finale race at FTF Superspeedway. He wants to go to victory lane here this season, maybe lock himself up a spot in his first ever Snickers Cup Series chase for the championship. But Galligan is right there, right in closing distance, ready to pounce. Battle going on for 3rd between Cole Daly and Noah Hart. That may take them out of this picture. It looks like it's going to be the 2 veterans of the Snickers Cup Series, Dylan Young and Sean Galligan. They're going to battle this out for the win. Will Galligan make any kind of a move here? He's going to have to try and make it in the final corner as they come down the straightaway, heading towards the hard right-hander to the start-finish line. Sean Galligan, will he try the bump and run on Dylan Young? Here they go. Galligan doesn't do the bump and run, instead drives it deep down into the corner. Here they come out of the final turn for the final time. Dylan Young, Sean Galligan may have him. They drag race to the line, but I think Dylan Young was just barely ahead. He was. Dylan Young's going to hang on, and he's going to capture his first win of the season and maybe have locked himself up a spot in this season's chase. What a finish! This is why we come to Champs-Élysées, because it's not just that single-file, boring road course racing. These guys race it up for every position, and it's always a great show. And wow, we had a lot of cautions early on, a lot of wrecked race cars, but it brought us finally to an unbelievable finish, and Dylan Young was able to hang on. First win of the season for Dylan Young. And like I said before in the heat of the action, Dylan Young, maybe with this win, might have locked himself up a spot in his first ever Snickers Cup Series chase for the championship. He came into this race 17th in the point standings as Sean Galligan going to pull alongside, offer a congratulatory hand signal, I'm sure, as Those two Snickers Cup Series veterans battled it out there down to the line, and what an unbelievable finish it was. We're going to step aside for a moment and show you a still life of how close that finish really was. Well, this isn't nearly as close as the Mobil 1 Cup Series Infineon race between Anthony McCurry and Robert Band was, but it was pretty doggone close, though. Almost a full car length, though, Dylan Young winning over Sean Galligan, but Sean Galligan tried to get that run out of the corner, just couldn't do it. But Dylan Young's going to hang on for the victory here today. Boy, what a race. And Sean Galligan tried to pick up his third win of the season, but I don't think he'll be the least bit disappointed with a runner-up finish here today. A great showing by that BMW team, and that's going to open him up a huge points lead heading into next week as drivers Trent Dunham, Ralph Mason, and James McLeod, 2nd through 4th in points, all retired from today's event. So what an unbelievable race. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Here comes your official full finish results from today's race at Champs-Élysées, your overall point standings and rookie points heading into next week. Folks, next week we end up having all the series taking a week off with the exception of Snickers. Snickers is actually heading to another, quotes, road course. We're going to Stunt Road, and it's going to be a rather interesting race at Stunt Road. It's going to be having a little bit different of a format, so you're going to want to be tuning into that and see what's going to take place with what the rules are. They're going to be laid out as far as that. And remember, Stunt Road, it is a points-paying race, and the winner of that race, with the format that we've got set up, would end up possibly locking themselves up a spot in the chase for the championship. But Dylan Young certainly hopes he's locked himself up a chase spot as he takes the checkered flag here today. We'll see you guys next time here as we're going to be, as I said, heading to Stunt Road for Snickers Cup Series action, and then everything packs up and heads over, I believe, to Kansas Speedway. We'll see you guys next time. Be sure to check out the NNSCRA on social media. Facebook and Twitter links are in the description. You have been watching a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best. He made very quick work. Whoa, look out! Oh, what a save! Dougie Shears just got turned by the lap machine of Charles Sanford, but now he's got left side damage. But he still opens up his distance. He still keeps a distance between himself and second place McCurry. But all that ground he gained, he just lost right there. But what a save!